Hi, I'm Anita of my Duke and I podcast, and I hope everybody is doing well. But I cannot contain my excitement because Megan's last podcast episode, oh my goodness, there's a saying that the kids use at school. It was the bomb. I am telling you, it was so powerful. It was, I think I listened to that episode about 5 times. I am telling you, Jameela, she is so passionate about what she believes in. And Shohreh, I'm telling you, her voice, it is so powerful and so soothing, as Meghan said. And her belief in what the Iranian women are doing, it just makes you want to get on that fight. But anyways, let me just tell you guys what the name of the episode was. It was called The Audacity of the Activist with Jameela Jamil and Shohreh Aghdasloo. Oh, I said it! Oh my goodness, I was able to say it. But anyways, Meghan started out the episode with saying, if you do not stand for something, you will stand for anything. And words could not have been truer spoken. I mean, let's take women's reproductive rights, right? If you do not speak up and say what you want for your body as a woman, what we have out there is people telling us, people want us to stand for anything and basically stand for what they believe that is right for women, not what we want to do because we just happen to own our bodies. Okay, so that episode so resonated with me. And one of the things that Meghan said, and I'm going to read it to you guys, she said, that's when women speak up. This is how they tend to be perceived. Why is female activism so audacious to some? Why is it perceived as how dare she? And why do some feel the need to make a woman with big opinions feel small? Okay? So this is what in the society that we're experiencing as women, because it's a male dominated society. So every time we speak up, we tend to be what? We tend to be made that we should be put in our place. Okay? But I'm telling you, Jameela, if we have people on the front line like Jameela, like Meghan, and so on, we will be fine. We will overcome. We will get to the other side. We will be able to have the equal rights as men that we have been fighting for. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit emotional about I am going off on a tangent, but I don't mean to. But let me just talk about Jameela. I am telling you, I had been following her to some degree, and on many occasions she had spoken up on Meghan's behalf. She defended her against bullying. She defended her against and when she spoke up in the Oprah Winfrey interview. She also defended her when Meghan talked about, going out to vote. And Meghan didn't say to go and vote for a particular party. She didn't say that. Whatever your beliefs are, she's always encouraged you to exercise your civic duties or your civil duties. Okay? So she has defended Meghan on these different fronts. But what to me that make me now even like her more is that she's authentic. She's an authentic person. I love the fact that you know something about her that a lot of people don't have. She's accountable. What she said in that interview or in that conversation that she had with Meghan is that um, she realized that she's made some mistake. And what I appreciate about that she's speaking about it, is that she's taking accountability. When somebody takes accountability for the actions of when they've gone wrong, that person really comes off to me as being authentic, as being truthful, as anything that they have to say, I am going to listen, because I know that person at the end of the day is going to say, you know what, that was my bad here, that was my mistake here. Okay? And you are more likely to believe somebody like that than to listen to somebody that has been stoic and that does not take accountability for their action. So this girl, when she spoke, I'm like, whoa, this is a cool girl. This girl is cool. I could definitely rock with her, because not only is she fighting for women's rights and going in the direction of mental health, because I think that with mental health, a lot of people tend to try to fight against certain things like body dysmorphia and eating disorders and what have you. But if you target the person's mental health, if you address that, then you are most likely to be able to resolve the whatever is the issue that is making you look at your body in that way. So as Jameela said, she was involved with a lot of things with her her organization, or her platform, but she has narrowed it down to mental health, which is really, really good, because I say if you can address the the self, then you can pretty much help that individual to see whatever that is causing them to have those responses that they're having. Oh my goodness, I'm getting philosophical with you guys, but I don't mean to. It's because I am so passionate about what was spoken. So it was just really beautiful. And my heart, I felt so much affection for Shohreh and her voice, the way she spoke. It was beautiful. I was more, to be sorry, to be more honest, I was more listening to her voice, but I knew the backstory of everything. But I was just listening to the lady as she was speaking, and we've seen Meghan in the past. She wore that t-shirt saying life, woman, freedom. Let me just make sure that it's, yes, woman, life, freedom. That's the t-shirt that she wore, woman, life, freedom. And we know what is going on over there. And as she said, that the fact that when she gave the message to her people in Iran, she said the fact that the story is being told to Meghan, it's going to go out there. Everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be hearing about it. So that was really good. And we could see how powerful Meghan is, how Meghan has become a part of our culture, a part of society. People are listening to what she has to say. And I saw something recently with, I think it was let me just get his name, Robert F. Kennedy. He went to the Daily Mail, and maybe I have a strong feeling, just on a side note, that Meghan talked about a reporter, or that for a UK tabloid that coined the term suffragette. Okay, so suffragette, she said, is sort of like a way of dissing women or putting down women, particularly the women that was fighting for the right to vote, and women's suffrage. So they coined the term. One of the reporters or a writer or whatever, or whoever it was, coined the term suffragette, and it was sort of a diss to women, sort of making them look small. So I say that to say, because Robert F. Kennedy, who has spread a lot of disinformation on the internet, particularly pertaining to the COVID vaccine, he ran to the Daily Mail, and I believe that it was the Daily Mail Meghan was talking about, although she said she didn't want to give them any type of well, not leverage, but she didn't want to give them any clout. Okay, she didn't want to big them up, but as we would say in the Caribbean, so she didn't bother to mention their name. So he ran to the Daily Mail and was questioning whether Meghan should have received the Ripple of Hope Award. He's questioning what Meghan and Harry and the foundation has done, or to receive that award, or they're not in the league of those in the past that has received the award. So my question is, I wonder how much the Daily Mail may have paid him to say something like that, because nowadays people are doing anything for money. You understand? So this is a guy that has spread a lot of disinformation about the COVID vaccine on the internet. He and his coalition, they were kicked off from Instagram, kicked off from Facebook with all their lies. So I am not surprised that somebody like Robert F. Kennedy is going after Meghan like that. It's shame on him. And these are the kinds of people that that get in the way of people who are trying to stand up for something. Okay, so we'll hear from him, because it seems like, and I feel like some of these people are just trying to make a name for themselves, but they're making a name for themselves while they're putting other people down, and it's not a good look, period. It's not a good look. But anyways, we found out in the podcast that before Meghan got married to Prince Harry, when she was making her move over to England, somebody told her that she should not stop. She said that the person particularly said to her that, I know your life is changing, but please don't give up your activism. Don't give up, because it means so much to women and girls. And thank God that she didn't. Thank God we saw her in the UK. Even when she was engaged to Harry, they had I think it was a forum, or they were on some stage and they were talking, and she was talking about women's, that women have a voice, and people need to be encouraged to listen to the voices of women. So she started out speaking like that before she married to Prince Harry, when they were engaged, and then she continued speaking up for women. I remember she had a forum with different people from different places, and she was still speaking up, and she continued to speak. And I'm so happy that she has left the royal family and she moved over here to the United States, because she can do more good outside of that royal family for women than she could have ever done in that royal family. You cannot keep a woman like that down. You cannot keep a woman like that silence. You cannot keep a woman like that locked up somewhere. Okay, we needed Meghan. We needed people. We need her to be out there speaking up like that for women. And I'm telling you, I just went off on a tangent, but that episode was the most powerful than all of the episodes that I have heard. It was just great. Jameela was just awesome. She spoke her truth. She showed where she had signs of weakness. She showed her authentic self. She was just awesome, and we definitely need people like that doesn't take any crap from people, that will speak up regardless of what. And this is what we need, as a woman. And we all know how women suffer in this world. I came from a culture of where men dominate. My grandmother herself, poor thing, one of the smartest and woman that I have ever known. She was born as an orphan, literally. Her mother died giving birth to her, and that woman, literally, because she was woman, because she didn't have those rights as men, that woman suffered. She literally became a servant in her own home, you know, because the fact that she was an orphan, the fact that she was in a male dominated society. So when I hear, you know, what's her name, Jameela, and I hear Shohreh speaks like that, and Meghan speaks like that, it just gives me a lot of, it makes me feel like I have to do something. And that's where I am right now. And you guys can see why I am passionate about Meghan, because she stands for the things that I stand for. She stands for the thing that matters to me. Okay? So I'm getting a little emotional, I'm sorry. But it's we're getting there. We're not there yet. We're not close to there, but we're getting there. And I hope that the women in Iran, you know, have their voice heard all over, and I hope change come for them, you know, because this is a religious society, and for them to be revolting like that and standing up, it means a lot to them. It is something, as Meghan said, to take your veil off and to be flying it in the air means something to these women, and I hope they get their due, you know, at some point, or not even at some point now, but we know that these things are going to take, it's going to be step by step. It's not going to happen overnight, but I hope this is the process that catapults them into their having their voices, into having their life, into having their freedom, as it says, woman life freedom. I don't know, I'm just probably talking too much. But and another story too, that the reason why I say that Archetypes is becoming a part of our culture, you know, Britney Spears, who has gone through a lot, and of late her husband, I think it's Kevin Federline or something like that, he has always weaponized her children against her. And the other day she posted a quote of Meghan on Instagram saying that, you know, I think it was the time that Meghan had I think it was talking about the angry black woman with Issa Rae, and Britney posted that quote from Meghan. It said, "You're allowed to set a boundary." Remember, I told you guys that I really love that quote. She said, "You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear. It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult." Okay, so I know that means a lot to Britney Spears, because she has been through so much, and here she is setting boundaries with her children, and you know, it may come across to them as being demanding, even to, you know, her family, that you know, she's had a rough time with them. She could be sending that message to them as well. You know, it does not make you difficult, you know, because you have to set boundaries for yourself, because if you don't, people are going to walk all over you. People are going to step over you. So you have to set those boundaries, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It just tells people that, you know, this is where my limit is, you know. So that was really cool. Now, Mr. Tyler Perry, you know, I need a friend like Tyler Perry, because he's definitely a true friend. Not only is he or was he kind to Meghan and Harry by taking them in and providing a place for them to stay when their own family did not support them. His kindness does not stop there. It also transcends to his employees as well, because he was saying that during the time there was a shortage of infant formula here in the United States, he had reached out to Meghan, and he told her about how this employee of his came to him and said that they couldn't find formula for their child. And Meghan at that time was in England. I think they went to celebrate the Queen's 70th Jubilee celebration. And Meghan literally went around, and I'm telling you, this girl is a selfless girl. She literally went around looking for formula for Tyler so that he could give that person. So this was really, really nice. It was just, touching to hear that story when he was telling it to the Baby to Baby gala out in California recently. But, Tyler Perry, he's truly an incredible person. And it goes back to Cicely Tyson. Tyler Perry paid Cicely Tyson $1 million for 1 day of work. Who does that? You have to have a kind heart to do something like that. And he said he took care of her for 15 years to show her how much he valued her, because in the past, I think she had made a movie. Let me see if I get it. Where's that movie she had made? I think that movie was called, I can't remember the movie, but anyways, the movie I believe had made $16 million, and it cost the production company about $1 million and something, about $1.6 million to make, and they only paid her $60,000 on that movie. So he paid her $1 million to show her how valuable she is. And he said that he looked at her as a grandma, as his grandma. So Tyler Perry has a heart of gold. And you can see his kindness is not only extended to Meghan, it's extended to the people that work for him. It was extended to Cicely Tyson, and God knows who else, because he said the only reason why he spoke about Cicely Tyson is because she had put it in her book, and the only reason why he had spoken about Meghan is because she had already spoken about it, to the public. So that's the reason why he spoke about, how he met her and what he was able to do for her, how he extended himself to her. So I'm thinking Tyler Perry is helping people on the low. He's helping people without anybody knowing. We just happen to know, about these few people because they spoke about it first. So God bless his soul. We need more people like this in the world. We need more Jameela. We need more Shohreh. We need more Tyler Perry. We need more people. We need more Meghans in the world to extend themselves, to people that extend themselves, people that are fighting for others, people that shows love and gratitude for others. This is what is going to make the world a better place, guys. And having said all of that, bye, and thank you again, guys, for tuning in and listening to me. I thank you for your comments. And if you're watching this show for the very first time, be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so when an episode comes out, you will be the first to know. Bye. Oh my goodness, I hope I wasn't rambling.